You ever watched a Little League soccer game and saw the kids line up at the end? They high-five each other and they say good game. We try to teach kids good sportsmanship at a young age, but the question is, does it always stick with them? In pretty much every single world of sports, you're gonna have some bad ones, but we'll focus on one world, the fight world. Martial arts is an interesting sport because you don't compete as much for points as you do for blood. You're doing everything you can to knock your opponent out, and in the midst of all that, it could be pretty easy to lose respect. But, arguably, martial arts is the most important sport to remember respect. Why? We'll get to that. This is about sportsmanship. This is about when the last bell rings. Defenders Martial Arts Academy. It's a family gym. It's full of good kids, good instructors, and good sports. It's not the kind of place you'll find those heated sparring matches like the ones that come out of the Mayweather gym. No, at Defenders, we keep it clean. I've been around good sports so much, I forgot what it was like to even be around a bad sport. I've only ever been in one fight in my life where he was a bad sport, and I won that fight clean. So I had to go around the gym and ask, who's been around a bad sport?
At our last fight night, I was supposed to have a fight with this guy named Josh, and at the beginning of each match, you're supposed to touch gloves, and he just came in and tried to sneak me with a left hook, and I kind of bit him when I slipped it and hit him, but still, it's not the right thing to do. It kind of made me mad.
And why shouldn't it make you mad? I mean, yeah, it's a fight, but you can still show some class, right? There's gotta be a reason why people are bad sports anyway. So let's break it down. Here are 3 reasons why you would be a bad sport. Reason number 1, immaturity. It's just the classic case of some pouty kid on the field stomping his feet because he didn't get his way. Someone gets clocked in a fight, it's too much for them to handle, they'll shout, they'll curse, they'll be a bad sport. They don't know any other way because they're not mature enough to accept the fact that sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Reason number 2, mind games. Martial arts are nothing but mind games. You could fight one way in the gym, but when it comes down to fighting someone in a real situation, the mind kicks in and you don't fight the way you want to. People try to provoke that. They get in their opponent's faces, they curse at them, they get into their head. So that's another reason. Reason number 3, and one of the most valuable reasons of all, publicity. When you think of flashy trash talkers in martial arts, who do you think of? I'll tell you, Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is the flashiest fighter in mixed martial arts. His loud mouth has landed him a $100 million boxing contract with boxing superstar Floyd Mayweather. He is one of the richest athletes in mixed martial arts, and that's because of his loud mouth. So, kind of sounds like being a bad sport is good, right? Well, it doesn't always go unpunished. Not too long ago, his loudmouth got him into some trouble with other mixed martial art lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov. He had some beef, and regardless of who started that beef, it got him into some serious trouble whenever he tried to attack him on his team bus and threw a dolly through the window of it. So there's your reasons to be or not to be a bad sport. You could strike it rich, or, and more likely, you'll just end up being a jerk that nobody likes. But what's the point of being a good sport anyway? After all, you guys are fighting. Your goal is to put the other guy out. Why do you need to respect the guy? Well, it's important. It really is, especially in martial arts. Being a bad sport means you have no respect for your team, the guy you're fighting, or the sport you're doing. And when you don't respect the sport, people get hurt that way. You gotta think about the kind of person that you are whenever you're doing these sports? Who are you going to be? What do you have to gain from being a good sport? Respect? Brotherhood? So, when the last bell rings, what kind of person are you?